So I know what it's like to change teams. Typically, it takes a few games to get on the same page. Not you, not here. Saquon Barkley with the Philadelphia Eagles is like a fish to water. Why did it work right away?
I think it worked right away because of OTAs. Be able to come in and just work with all the guys and get to know the guys and form those relationships. And the locker room's the best place to do that. So get to show them who I am, get to learn a lot about them. And then when you get into camp, you grind together, push each other, and it kind of just meshed well.
I know there's a ton of people on this team, a ton of talented guys, but four I have to point out. Jalen at quarterback, AJ and Devontae, wide receiver, and then you in the backfield. Is this the best quartet in the league?
That's a great question.
Because we talk about duos, we talk about trios.
Yeah, I think so. I don't know if anybody else got that, got four of them.
Four dogs.
Yeah, I would believe so. And to be honest, everybody's super talented in their own individual way, but we can't do it with the guys in front. I think that's the beauty of it. They don't get the much praise that they should, but Lane, Landon, Cam, all those guys, they're the reason why we were able to go out there and make those plays happen. So, I would definitely agree with that, but it all starts up front.
Yeah, you got dogs across the board. What's the difference between young Saquon and Saquon on the Eagles?
Good question again. I think just wise, understanding the game a lot better, and I'm still improving on that. Just knowing schemes, seeing how teams attack me, being just even more locked into the game plan that we have, just all the little things. And I would say the biggest thing for me is just focus on the process, not getting caught up in the highs, not getting caught up in the lows. It's the journey, not the destination. And Kobe said that's one of my favorite players, and having that mindset and having that mantra and trying to live by that has been working for me tremendously.
So I live in Jersey. My boys were going through the high school sports scene there. They work out with some of the top trainers, and you were working out in the offseason, and there was this buzz floating around of Saquon working out. I don't know if you even know about this, but I would see some trainers that saw you working out, and I would ask, yo, how's he look? And they would say he looks like a freaking monster. And they didn't say the word freaking.
Yeah.
Did you have a different mindset going into this offseason, getting your body prepared for the season?
Yeah, for sure. You just get like a pep in your step. You get something new. And sometimes, the grass ain't always greener, but for me, it was just a fresh start. Kind of was able to set back. I treated the offseason a little different.
How
allow
so?
my body to relax, allow my body to rest. More focused on being a football player, training like a football player, not training like a lifter, not training like a track athlete, but still doing all those things, but just doing more stuff on the football field and focusing on my game, fine-tuning my game. And that's why I came in so ready. And I love the way that we prepare here. OTAs kind of was a little more of a college mindset. We were pushing sleds, we were racing against each other. We were doing all those little things that I didn't have last year because of the tag and me sitting out. I missed that, and I think that's important. I think it's important for players, and it helped me with the bonding of the team, but also with my game. And I feel like it's showing early off in the season, and I think it's going to show even more as the season gets longer and the games get more meaningful and the situations gets bigger.
You're a vet.
Big vet.
Big vet. You're not even a young vet. I can call you a young OG.
Yeah.
You're creeping up on double OG.
Yeah.
When you're triple OG, then you're
right.
How does it feel to be an OG in a locker room? And has there been any situations where a young fella has said something to you? I remember a running back by the name of Javed Best, speedster out of Cal.
Great route runner.
Great route runner. Great back. Very explosive. He's agile like you and has speed like you. You're a lot bigger and stronger. But I remember being at practice, and this is his rookie year. He comes up to me, he's like, "Hey, Nate, what's up, man?" I'm like, "What's up, young fella?" He's like, "Look, no disrespect, but like, I love playing with you in middle school on Madden.
Madden, yeah.
And that's when I realized, damn, I'm kind of old.
Right.
Have you had any of those moments where you're like, man, I'm a vet out here?
Yeah, I think, my moments come with the running back room, with Ty and Will and Ship being the rookie.
Young.
Yeah, being young. And Ty, he gave me one time Ty DM'd me. And thank God I responded. I responded to him, and
before you guys played
when he
together?
was in recruiting, because Penn State was recruiting him or something like that, and he was in high school and college, and I'm in the league, so I guess he DM'd me, something like that,
and I
responded. So that was like a cool moment. He was like, "Hey man, like that meant a lot to me. Like appreciate you responding." And me and Will would talk, and sometimes we'll talk about plays and some of my highlights that I had in college and the plays that I made, but. Yeah, I don't feel like my body feels good. It's kind of crazy to think. I think like everything happens for a reason. I think like the injuries that I faced in the beginning of my career, like I never really got wear and tear in my body outside of the injuries. And
no doubt.
When I focus on just rehabbing my knee, getting my knee strong, or if it was an ankle injury, that's why I feel like more explosive than I felt in the past. And just knowing the little stuff that I can do to even make. Instead of doing extra movement, there's little stuff you can do to still have the same explosion, still have the same movement. So that's been helping me. But I get it a little bit in the running back room with the two young backs.
Now, I don't want to talk about your former employer, but I know what it's like to change teams because I didn't feel valued. I did it twice. I wanted to stay, got more money elsewhere, the name of the game. But once you realize that the Giants financially fumbled an opportunity to sign you, how do you focus on ball when the business sometimes can get in the way?
It was easy. That part is easy. The business side was harder for me when I was dealing with the tag, and you still have to come and work every single day with a smile on your face, and it's exhausting. But when I was able to, find a new home and know I was going there, it was like I got the guaranteed money I want. I got the contract that I want. My family's happy. I don't got to worry about any of that. I can go back and playing ball. Like I was joking with my boys, just like, yeah, I'm jumping over, people again because I got money. I have security. I have financial security. The last 3 or 4 years, I've been on a 1-year deal, and you get it. Like you understand
I know
it.
exactly what
you're
you mean.
not in the game thinking that way.
You're not always in the moment. You're not always where your feet are.
Yeah.
Because you're thinking about future stability.
Yeah. So it's like, it sucks, but it's now having the place where I want to be, and it's not all about money, but having the place I want to be, and be able to have a fresh start.
It allows you to play freer.
Play free, and when you play free, I feel like when I play free and I'm locked in, I'm one of the best.
No doubt about it, and I don't think people will disagree with that. So you're in Philly, and there were times where you were rocking the blue, and you were looked at as the villain. Now you're wearing the Kelly green, and people see you as a hero. How does it feel to be embraced by the city they call the one with brotherly love?
It's been amazing from the start. A lot of Eagles fans are Penn State fans. And, even when I would come back, like, would I get a little, heckles here?
I know they love you now. Yeah. Come on, keep it real.
No, I would get some crazy stuff, but like at the same time, I would get weird love too.
They talk trash, but they love you if
you were Penn State. You know what I mean? So it's like now being here, that's what made it also the transition so easy because of the love and support I got when I announced that I came here. People saying I'm coming back home. This is where I was meant to be, and they felt like I would be able to help this team. But at the same time, I ain't drinking the Kool-Aid. I'm not falling into any trap about making plays, and I'm balling right now. Literally 4 or 5 weeks ago, I had a big drop on Monday Night Football, and that's my mindset. Don't get too high, don't get too low, don't drink the Kool-Aid. Fall in love with the process, fall in love with the journey, because it's the journey, not the destination.
You're saying that you won't become complacent.
No.
And you're always going to be the most critical on yourself. And when you make a mistake,
positively,
yeah. But you are going to be hard on yourself.
Yep.
So regardless of what someone can say about you, you're already going to look in the mirror and say that to yourself.
Yep.
Okay, we get that. But with all that said, when you are at the top of your game, do you feel like there's any other back in the league that possesses the skill set that you possess? Listen, there's guys that are fast. There's guys that are strong. There's guys that are really good catchers of the ball out of the backfield. There's guys that got long speed, short speed. There's guys that are agile. But you possess all of these skill sets. When you're healthy, is there any other RB that's playing in the game right now that can do what you do? And I know you're going to show love, bro, and I understand that you're a humble dude. But I'm just telling you as a former player what we see.
I appreciate that. I don't. Bijan, I like Bijan a lot.
Bijan's
I like
nasty.
Bijan a lot.
Yeah, he's
just
nice.
watching film on him, he reminds me a lot of. I'm not gonna say myself. That sounds weird, but I think he. I think
you can say that a young guy reminds you of you.
Christian, when Christian's healthy.
Yeah.
And he's coming back. And there's a lot of great backs, but yeah, I do agree with you. I think when I'm at the top of my game, when I'm healthy and everything's locked in and I'm playing free, I feel like I'm one of the best to do it. And that's the truth. You have to have that mindset. It's not an arrogant way. It's no need, like I said, you gotta have criticism, but positive criticism. But it's okay to look yourself in the mirror and let yourself know that you are that guy. You are that, you know what? Because if I don't have confidence in myself, how am I gonna go out there and perform? So I have to have confidence in myself, and when I have confidence in myself, I can make those plays, and that's gonna instill confidence in my coaches and to my teammates, and it just makes the game a lot easier.
All right, so here's some of the attributes that I see in your game, and I'll just mention something, and you tell me what comes to mind. High football IQ.
I do, but I have to improve. I feel like situational football, I haven't been the best I've been.
Okay.
That's something that I've been trying to lock in a little bit more on.
Toughness.
Zephyr Tough. That's where that's my high school. That's a mindset. I know everyone see me jumping and doing all this crazy stuff, but it started at some point.
Speed.
I work hard on my speed in the offseason, and I work hard on my speed here. That's something I've been doing. I don't know why it took me to year 7 to figure this out.
Figure what out, bro?
Like,
you always been fast.
But why wasn't I working on my speed mechanics? Now every single day I start off with some type of acceleration work. On Thursdays and Fridays I'm doing some speed work. I'm touching top end speed. It's like that's what I'm talking about. Like being older now. It's like I wasn't doing that in year 1 or year 2 or year 3. Now just using stuff like that. So yeah, speed definitely because I'm working at it.
Agility.
Yeah.
Yeah, you got that. Trash talk.
I pop a little trash here and there.
I pop a little trash here and there. You know what?
Yeah.
I don't know if I've never noticed it, but I saw it mic'd up with you, and there's a few things that caught my eye. One, I just like the way you're locked in. I also saw a moment with you and your coach, Nick Sirianni, and he's asking you if you wanted to break the personal record.
Yeah.
And you said,
let the young guys eat.
Let the young guys eat. I gotta dap you up.
Appreciate
because I think 99% of the dudes in the league would have been like, yeah, let me go in for a couple of plays and get that. Why did you do that?
It's not about that. It's not about setting personal records. Obviously, I want to be great, but I can't go out there and accomplish the things I want to accomplish without those guys. And Kenny don't get mentioned a lot, and Will don't get the mention that he's need. But I'm getting 25 touches, 30 touches a game. I might be banged up during the week and might need a little rest. Who you think's those guys that's taking it on for me? And
you look out for them.
So it's like that was my mindset. It's like we had the game locked away, and they work hard. And Kenny's in the contract year, and I think Kenny's a very special player.
Yeah.
I want him to stay as long as he can with us, but at the same time, I want him to go eat so he can get what he needs and provide for his family.
You
and
understand what that's like.
Yeah.
But in that same game, mic'd up, I think it was after the tush push. You are barking, barking. Before the play, during the play, after the play, and then you keep talking to a DB. And I'm not gonna lie, I don't think I've ever seen anybody say this. You looked at him and you was like, bro, what are you talking about? You just missed the open field tackle. And as a defensive player, I know that stung. Now, I used to pop a little ish every once in a while too. So why do you feel like it's necessary for the nice guy Saquon to occasionally bark a little bit? And does it come from the Bronx?
I don't know why people have this. That was, if you ask anybody that knows me or love me, I'm a competitor, and it probably showed out more because it was against New York, and some of those guys are my boys. Some of those guys, I was Dex, we popping. I was literally at his wedding, 4 months before that. But if you play basketball with me, open gym or something like that, like that's what I do. Like it's competitive, and some guys in the league aren't able to do that. Like everything is so personal, but like I'm one of those guys like you could talk crap to me, I talk crap to you, and after the game it's like, hey,
I could dap
that
you
was
up.
war. It is what it is. But you know, it brings a little swagger, and like I said, I'm in a new spot. I got sometimes that's what the team needs. And
Yeah.
you got to bring that juice.
All right, and the last attribute, I call it a WTF. Wildly talented footwork.
Okay.
I
was like, I don't know where that was going.
Yo, let me see the iPad. All right, so I'm just gonna show you something that you've seen plenty of times, and I'm gonna let you walk us through it, and you just tell me what you see. All right, and we got a few different angles.
Yeah.
You make one guy miss, hit another
Hit
dude
a
with a spin
spin.
move.
So the spin move, we've been working a lot on with Coach, and I've been working a lot on that in my offseason with Coach Mel too.
Here's the slow motion. Walk me through what you're seeing.
Catch the ball one-on-one, see the corner, try to just take a shoulder, and you know he kind of falls off. I knew this linebacker liked to go low, so I kind of tried to set him up inside. He didn't bite, so I spun off of it. Here, I'm going for another spin, see he doesn't bite, and then I kind of just react and jump up.
The best part of this, for me, was the last part.
Finishing
Most people
forward.
don't notice.
Yeah.
As you jump backwards, you're looking over your right shoulder trying to figure out what your next move is about to be.
Yeah.
If they didn't hit you,
I was gonna try to score. That was the mindset. It's cool. It's a cool play.
no way. Nah. Let me just get rid of this. A cool play, Saquon. I get that you are a humble guy. And I get that, like, you don't want to look at yourself in a way that a lot of people do. But there has to be moments where you're sitting alone and the highlight comes across your TV screen or your phone and you're just like, damn, that was amazing. We've never seen it. It's 100 leagues.
Yeah.
100. This league has been in existence for 100 years plus. And we've never seen that move. It doesn't blow your mind like it's blowing ours?
So first, I didn't get to like experience it like that until I got back to the locker room and my teammate Kyle showed me it. But this is gonna sound weird. Like I think of stuff like this.
But you've never done that in real
No,
life.
never done it in real life. But like I might joke around and when I'm in a walkthrough in practice, and I might think about, oh, I would have done that, or fake a spin and come back this way. Like I try to put my mind. I don't put.
Like in unpredictable
Yeah.
predicaments.
I don't put no limits on anything that I can do. So like when something like that happens, it's a cool moment. Yeah, but it's like, all right, like, you know, this is what it's supposed to be. I'm so big on thinking positive and think of you accomplishing really great things. So I think about
Like
making a one-handed
visualizing
catch. I
these
think
things.
about spinning off somebody. I think about stiff arm, doing all the crazy things you could do in games. So I feel like, you know, I tell kids all the time, there's nothing you can't do as long as you put your mind to it. And
Yeah.
I have that mentality. But my favorite part is the reaction of like my teammates. That's cool to me. Like the guys who's coming up to me in the locker room and you see Reed going like that. That's like the cool part. And I'm kind of like, you can't even go, every time I'm on IG or social media, I see the play, so I'm kind of like burned out of it, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt. Well, we will never get burnt out of it because it's one of the most freakishly athletic things we've ever seen in all of sports. I was racking my brain in real time. I'm like, all right, have I seen this in any other sport, any other situation? And we haven't. Maybe a dunk contest when guys are purposely trying to jump over someone, but I don't even think they're jumping backwards over humans like you did. So we appreciate you. Even if that was all instinctual, it was one of the greatest highlights, though it was a short catch and run, that we've ever seen.
Thank you.
All right, a few more questions and I'll let you go. Nick Sirianni, what is it like playing for a head coach with a big personality that kind of wears his emotions on his sleeve, his pant leg, his hoodie? I look at him from the outside in and I'm like, yo, I would love to play for that dude.
Yeah, you love it. And why does he get so much slack? Like I don't.
Saquon, he is animated.
I get it, but it's like he's winning. We're winning.
That's a
He's
fact.
out of all the coaches that's I think present right now, he has like the highest winning percentage. And
They are hard on him for some reason.
I mean, this is it. I guess it comes with the territory.
But he also pops his stuff too.
As he should though. Like
Yeah.
you got to be authentic to yourself.
Yeah.
And we feed off of that. And like when he's like that, it's like we're like, yeah, like we got to have his back.
Yeah.
Like sometimes this might not be a great analogy, but little brother might go to the park, pop all that stuff, and big bro got to come. And that's like a family mindset. Not saying he's big bro, little bro.
Nah, but
like,
I know what you're saying.
That's a mindset. It's like, yeah, and I like me, that's probably why I'm talking more trash than I had before. Like you feed off it. This is the team. This is the mindset. We're tough. We're a physical team. We're gonna go out there. For God's sake, we go and run a play that everybody knows, and we're saying line up and stop it. Like he fits that. That play fits that. This is the type of team we're trying to be.
Talking about the tush push.
The tush push. Yeah, this type of team we're trying to be, and I love it. Like be yourself. I love that he's himself and he's not changing. So. And we plan on keep winning, so everyone got to continue to get used to it.
Speaking of the tush push, you are on pace to just add to your already impressive career statistically. Are there any moments where you guys are getting ready to call the tush push and you're like, "Hey, yo, Nick, let me get this one, fam. Like, we gonna have like another 42 more this season. Let me get this TD."
I don't think I've ever been tackled on a one so much in my life. We end up in that position.
You guys are like
so
right
much.
there.
I don't know why we end up in that position so much, but
and then you guys get in that formation. I'm like, oh yeah, you know.
I think of it like this.
And
right?
I know you're a team first guy. And I'm joking, but it's a little bit of truth in there.
Sometimes
Sometimes you're like, yo, I want to run this in, get that touchdown.
In reality, if I want it so bad, score.
Yeah.
Don't get tackled at the one. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, I'm gonna try my best not to reach the ball and put the ball at risk, because you see that a lot in the NFL of guys, the ball getting tackled at the one and coming on to touchback. We have a play. It also gives you a sense of like, you don't have to overdo it. But yeah, if anybody feels some type of way about the tush push, don't go down at the one. Score. If we go down the one, strap it up and let's go. Because at the end of the day, whether I do it, whether Jalen do it, whether Kenny do it, whether AJ do it, it's still 6 points.
It's a touchdown for everybody.
Yeah.
Division time coming up the next couple of weeks specifically. You got the Cowboys, the Commanders. As you look forward, what is it about these division games that just makes it different? It's almost like you toss out the records and you just play football.
Yeah, I mean, you go out there and you know that people try to make it seem like this game's not more than not, but like if you win your division, you're automatically in the playoffs. So it does mean more. So we're not, I love the fact that we take that mentality. We treat it just like another game, but we are aware what it is like to play against Dallas and what it is like to play against Commanders in New York. But you got to go out there, you got ball. It's hard. It's hard to win. We know each other. You guys we play each other 2 times a year. We have history against each other. I've been in this division my whole career, and I've never beat Dallas personally. I've never been a part of a team that beat Dallas. I was injured the year we did in New York. So I want to go out there. I want to break that streak. I want to go win in Jerry's world. And then you adapt the culture. You adapt the Eagles. I didn't realize how much the Eagles hate Dallas until I got here, but you buy into that. You know that this game means a lot to the fans too. So you want to go out there and give them that performance that help build your legacy as an Eagle.
All right, last thing, and I'll let you finish this sentence. We are halfway through the season.
I thought you were gonna say I was about to say Penn State, even though we lost to O State. But yeah,
it's okay. You still got to represent.
Exactly.
It's in you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We're halfway through the season, and I'll let you finish this. The rest of the season for the Philadelphia Eagles will be what?
I think it's going to be special. I know it's going to be special. We have a special group. We have a special team. Everybody in this building from top to bottom. But at the end of the day, you can't just say it. We got to go do it. And it starts with coming to work, fall in love with the process, pushing each other, holding each other accountable. And if we do that and keep God on our side and stay healthy, I think we'll be all right.